Alright, here is some of the tomato plants and other things that I started earlier this month. All of these on this tray here were started at first day of August. So they're what, 25 days old, something like that. Basically what I've got in here is I've got 4 beefsteak, 4 delicious back there, and 4 Oregon spring tomatoes. Now, some people might say, well, why are you starting tomatoes this time of year? Well, we're going to grow some of these in the greenhouse and stuff. Now, here are some peppers, and it was kind of ironic. I did 4 and 4, 4 sweet bells and 4 bananas, sweet bananas, and out of each one of them, only 3 of the cups come up and the other ones didn't. But anyway, those were started in these. These are the smaller little red solo cups. I found out of the solo cups, the reds seem to work better. I don't know why. They just seem to work better. When I originally started this, I didn't have my grow light, and I was trying to do it out in the barn. It was just way too hot out there down here in central Texas when I started it out there and stuff, and they weren't getting enough light. Real stringy, long, lanky stems. And so I was doubtful that they were going to make it. I finally got the light in, and I moved these into the house to where I could control them just a little bit better. And all of these have done fine. Now over here was a lot of the stuff with really cold crops and things. Some of those were started back in the same day. A lot of them still have the lanky stems. They've never built up. But they do seem to be going. Now these I planted around the 8th, or maybe a little later than the 8th, and they're coming up straight. And I replaced a couple back here that were just too bad to do that. And over here on this tray is some more tomatoes that I started on the 8th. These are the delicious. They actually, I started them in the smaller little starter cells back there, and still got one more. It wasn't quite big enough. I didn't want to transplant it. In the middle again, I got some spinach and some more more peppers. I haven't seen any of the peppers come up. Spinach has started coming up, and I've got some of those back there. There's some more Oregon spring and some more beefsteak tomatoes. They're going to be transplanted out. Now, you know, I planted like 2 seeds in each one. So when I was planting these over here, I do a lot of cloning of tomatoes too when they're up. And so I've got, like, you know, there's 2 healthy plants right there. So when I move those over here probably tomorrow into some cups, then I'll cut one of those out. And I was, you know, like, well, I don't like wasting stuff. So when I did these, I actually cut some of them, you know, the ones that had 2 of them coming up in and out, and I planted those right here. I just cut the stems, stuck them in the ground in the potting soil or the seed starting mix, and started watering them, and they're doing great. So it's pretty sure they're taking root. So I'll do that with those back there, and I'll take the healthiest plant, leave it in the cup, take the other one, and start doing that. So I might have to give me some more in here. But anyway, I'm running this light. It's running 18 hours a day. I'm running it on a Titan timer, same one I use for my hydroponics. I got to buy me another one of these because when I start setting up the hydroponics in the greenhouse, I'm gonna need that timer back. But some of these plants are destined to go into hydroponics, and we'll be growing them through this fall in winter all the way into to spring. And early summer next year we'll be doing the cloning off of them and keep going with them and stuff. Now some of these I'm gonna plant outside, and they're gonna grow until the frost kills them, which usually around here in Texas, where I am at, we may get it in January, but usually in February we're gonna start getting the frost. We'll get some really cold days, but we won't really get any frost until maybe February. But anyway, that's what I've got going in here, and then these will go out, and then around in February, January, February, I'll be starting more plants in here to be going out in the spring. I've pretty well given up trying to keep anything growing during the 3.5 months of extremely hot weather that we have in there. But anyway, these cold crops, which is broccoli, cauliflower, and there's some cabbage in there. We're going to try those on out in the ground this winter. But that's basically about it on this little video. Thanks.